everyone, Stephanie here, coffee drinker, book lover, and reviewer of many things. Almost dropped my cup. Uh, and today we are spoiling and talking about the difference between the movie and the book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone edition. Um, I don't even know where to start. There are so many things that weren't in the movie. Okay, I know where to start. I do. Let me back up. I love the books. I love the books. But I also love the movies. And the reason is I'm trying I'm not just Harry Potter, but with other series. I'm trying to see it as art. They are. There are forms of art. Writing, that's writing. Okay. But movies are a form of art. It is a way to get an idea across. And if all these people are saying the book is better than the movie, then people will go out and buy the book and read the book. Duh. Okay. So, of course, even if they tried to make the movies the same as the books, they couldn't have done it. There is so much more. Okay? So, I know usually there's those people that's like, oh, well, I don't watch the movies anymore because the book was better. Or, oh, I've only seen the movie because there's going to be too much information in the books or it's going to be too different. Let me tell you, a Harry Potter fan is a Harry Potter fan. And I feel like before someone steps up and is like, oh, I love Harry Potter, they need to specify book or movie or both. Because if we're not on the same page, I didn't even try. Then how do you know? Then that's when the arguments start. No, this happened. No, this happened. Because things um, how did they get on that island? Like that day that in the movie, if you've only seen the movie, when um Mr. Dursley is like, we're going away, far away, where they can't find us. That's a bit different in the book. Yes, he kind of there's that line where Daddy's gone mad, hasn't he? That's in the book. But you don't know all the stuff that led to that point. Like owls were on top of the car, on top of the house, in the yard. They had made it so that they couldn't get anything in and out of the house. Like they were trapped inside. He boarded up all of the edges of the doors, and the milkman was handing eggs and milk in through the little window. And then it was uh and a dozen eggs that were handed in had letters inside of them instead of egg yolk. Like, things were crazy. So, that you don't get in the movies. You don't know that they traveled around and around and stopped in the middle of the road and went back the other direction and then stopped at this place and then no, Mr. Dursley got out and he was like, nope. And he would go a different direction. You don't know all that. All you know in the movies is that they said they were going away and then bam, they were on a rock in the middle of the ocean during a storm. So when I say you get more out of the book, I'm not saying that I don't like the movies. I love the movies. I watch the movies probably, I was gonna say once a month, but my kid doesn't let me do that anymore. So once every few months. Um, I think trying to think of if I have a favorite part in the book. You know, because I love the whole book. Everything is, I mean, okay, I found another, I just flipped to it. Another thing that was different. Um, when in the books, Hermione, Ron, Harry, and Draco have detention with Hagrid when they're looking for the unicorn, it's actually Hermione is not a part of that group. It was Neville was there. No, Hermione was a part of that group. Hermione was Hermione a part of the group? No, I don't think so. I'm looking. Hold on. Just a moment. Sorry about that. I had to go and get another piece of paper for my kid to paint on. Okay, so I don't know what I was thinking. My brain stopped working. It was Hermione who was in detention with Harry, Neville, and Draco because I believe Ron was in the hospital when it happened. Yes, because Ron got bit by Norbert and it got infected. Um, and of course, Hagrid's not going to let Hermione be with Draco. Because we all know Draco's type. And so he had sent Neville with Draco and he kept Hermione and Harry with him. And then there was Draco scared Neville, and so Hagrid went running over, and then that's when Harry and Neville switched partners. That's different. That's not that's not in the movie. Anyway, I just I love the Harry Potter series. And I remember reading through these books so fast because I caught up. Just a minute. Um yeah, I remember that I got the first book after people okay, back up. I got the first book before Harry Potter was all like in like craze mode. And I believe I had read the second book and the third book. And that's when Harry Potter started getting really popular because I believe they announced that they were making the movies. And I was like, yes, but I wanted the next book. And they were starting to like sell out really fast whenever the book would come out and then they would sell out. And I remember for the fifth book, yeah, the fifth book, I remember we went on a road trip and I got the book for like for the road trip. So, my mom or my grandma got it for me specifically to read in the car so that that was what I was focused on because that was like my obsession. Turns out I get car sick. So I was reading and I didn't want to stop reading, but I kept getting really nauseous. um, Fun times. And one of the books that I got, mm, an adult went to the midnight when they were putting them out so that they could get it for me. So I could have it the next day because I had school. I wasn't gonna get to stand in line and wait for them to put the books out. But that was when Harry Potter was like really, really hype. People were starting to dress up and like wear wizard robes, and I went to every movie in theaters with my grandma. Well, the first 6 I went with my grandma, and then for the 7th one, I went. I went to uh uh what's it called? Where they show them all my brain just um anyway, so the theater that I always went to, they were showing all of them back to back. Well, like 3 this day, 2 that day, 3 that, they're splitting it up. Uh and I don't remember when I saw part 1 of the 7th movie. I don't remember who I saw that with. I might have still seen that with my grandma. Anyway, I took my little brother because he turned 13, and I was his adult because I was in my 20s, and it was so fun. We went to the theater every day, and he'll tell you that I forced him to go. Uh, but it was worth it. We would ate well, I think it was like lunch and dinner. We would get food from the theater. Uh, Harry Potter themed everything. It was awesome. I loved it. It's one of my favorite memories. So, little brother, if you're watching this, that's one of my favorite memories. Um, yeah, I love Harry Potter. I can't wait for the TV show. I know, there's a lot of Harry Potter fans that are like, no, it's too soon, and no, they can't remake it, and blah blah blah, and like some I have read some comments, and people are outraged that they would make a TV show. I kind of understand because it makes me feel old. Um, to me, I'm like, why are they remaking it? It hasn't been that long. But then I do the math, and I'm like, oh man, oh man. Uh, okay, I guess we can remake it. Sort of like how if you listen to the radio, the music from the 2000s, the early 2000s to the 2010s, some of that music is being played on the oldies station now, and then I'm like, "No, I'm not old. I'm 33 as of the Monday that just passed. I'm only 33. I don't Oh, no, I was gonna say I don't feel old. I do feel old. I need to stretch more and watch my caffeine intake and eat more vegetables." Um, yeah. Sometimes I feel like my body hates me. Anyway, I hope that when they do the TV show that they can put everything from the books into the TV show. Like each season is a book. So there should be at least 7 seasons. I mean, I understand, what is it, like 5, 6, and 7? They were really chunky books. Really chunky books. So maybe you can split those, like, get more out of the season. But I hope that they follow the books. Like, I would like to see this come to life even more. That would excite me so much. I know, because I'm stuck with, you know, Dan, Rupert, and Emma as the main characters. I know that they can't play 11-year-olds. They all look way too mature now to play 11-year-olds. I mean, they can try. They could at least, right now, they could play probably themselves right after they were supposed to graduate from Hogwarts. Uh, so it wouldn't work. They could play their parents. Um, I really don't know. Like, there's really not. I don't know what to spoil because everyone I know has read or watched Harry Potter. And I I just everything. I love it all. You know what? I do have something that I liked. I liked when Ron and what's his name? Sorry. I forgot his name. My brain just stopped for a second. Is it uh Dean Thomas. Dean Thomas liked soccer. Well, football. He liked soccer. And so I like how he tries to explain soccer to Ron. That was like, I'm not a big sports fan. Like, I'll watch, like, if it's the only thing on, like, if I'm at someone's house and they're watching soccer, or soccer's my top favorite. Hockey. I like hockey, kind of. The sports I like are like figure skating. I like to watch figure skating. I understand it. Um, but when it's Olympic time, I like I will watch everything except for water polo. I don't understand water polo. But if it's not the Olympics, I don't watch sports. I will talk. Me and my now 3-year-old, we'll read books about it because she needs to learn about all of that stuff so she can decide if she wants to be a sports person. I'll kick the ball with her outside. We'll throw the frisbee. We'll throw the ball. But I was a dancer. I did ballet, tap, jazz, tumbling, hip hop. Yes, I looked very white doing hip hop. For those of you who are thinking, she can't do hip hop, she's white. That's racist. I know plenty of people who are white who do hip hop. Um, anyway, but when Dean Thomas is like, red card, red card, and Ron's like, what are you talking about? That's my favorite part. This isn't soccer, Dean. Well, they ought to change the rules. Harry could get knocked out of the air. Yes, that I like that part. Um, trying to think. Oh, the points are very different from the movie. The book, they get less points. Like in the movie, I feel like they like exaggerated it. And, 50 points to Gryffindor. Taking 50 points from you. But in the book, whenever they fight the troll, Hermione gets 5 points taken. 5 points taken from Gryffindor. And then Harry and Ron get 5 points each. And Ron's like, we should have gotten more than 10 points for that. And then it's like, 5, you mean, once we take Hermione's points off. That's one of my, I like that scene too. They should have gotten more. They survived something that some adults wouldn't have survived. Yeah. I don't know what else to talk about. I have talked about random stuff. Uh, and um, oh, how Harry tricks Peeves so he doesn't tell on them when they're creeping around. This is the Bloody Baron. I will go where I want to. That was a good part. Yeah. If you haven't read Harry Potter and you're watching this video with all my spoilers, and my spoilers, I know I'm not good. I know I'm not good at making videos. But if my spoilers sound interesting to you, go read the book. There's more. Go listen to it on podcast or on audiobook. I have it on Audible. I couldn't remember the name. I have it on Audible also. Actually, I have all the books on Audible. I think. I could have listened to this book, but I chose to read it because you get to feel the book. You get to feel the book. You get to smell the book. Although this one smells a little weird because I when we moved, I think it was the last time we moved, it was put in a box that also had a candle scent. Is messing with the book scent. Anyway, smell books. Books make me happy. I was the kid that used to use a flashlight under the covers to read. Wait, just a minute. Okay. That's all I have to say. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone spoiled. Are you have you read Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone? Do you like the book more or the movie more? And are you excited for this TV show that we keep hearing about? I can't wait. I want to know. I want to know who's going to be playing in it. I want to know who's directing it. I want to know how close to the book they're going to get. Or is it going to be like an alternate reality thing? Well, this could have happened. That's what if you haven't read it, The Magicians is like that. Because there's more than one reality, and that you'll have to read it or watch the show to understand. Anyway, yes. So like, comment on what we've talked about. and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my other videos, which you can go to my page and go to playlists. I think I have like 4 or 5 playlists. And share. Share me. I really do appreciate whenever people subscribe and comment and like. It helps me know that I'm doing a good job. That maybe I'm getting better at this, or maybe people are just finding me more. I'm not sure. And yeah. All right. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna keep this under an hour. It's only like less than 30 minutes. Look at that. I did a good job. All right. I will see you on my next video.